What's up, y'all, and welcome back to a completely different part of my house. This is your regularly scheduled program of how to stay sane while being in an apocalypse? God, I gotta get a better name for that. Ooh, I know. How to social distance without going stir crazy. I apologize if I'm talking very loud. Everyone in my house is asleep, and I would have done this in my bedroom, but my boyfriend is sleeping in there, and it felt rude to tell him to wake up and go sleep on the couch so I could shoot a video. So today, just like yesterday, I will be giving you recommendations for things that that I think you should watch, read, or listen to during these quarantining times that don't seem to be ending anytime soon. So first up, we have the Netflix series, She's Gotta Have It. Now this Netflix series follows Nola and her beautiful open relationships with three men, Jamie, Mars, and Greer. And Greer is this supermodel-esque dude who just is out here living his best life. Mars, it plays Philip in Hamilton, and he is by far the best looking man that I've ever seen in my life, and they give him a grill and some big old hipster glasses. And then Jamie is genuinely forgettable because I don't really care about him, but I think he's a nice dude. The description said thoughtful. I took it as boring, but you make your own decisions. But there are 2 seasons. They're fantastic. The second one follows much more of like Nola in a relationship. So if you just want to see like a cool open relationship, the first one is definitely really nice. And also, like, you just don't see it that often. Plus, Nola has her own life. She's a artist, and she's working through like stuff in therapy. She is just living her best life and juggling 3 guys, which like you never really see a woman do in any sort of show unless she's like doing it awfully and lying to them and just like bumbling around like, oh my god, how am I gonna choose between them? She doesn't want to choose between them. She's perfectly happy not choosing between them, and I like that about her a lot. So next we have YouTube. I have been watching this girl named Amanda from Swell Entertainment for like the entirety of the videos that she has, and I don't know how many that is, but I have watched all of them. She has a video called I Went to TanaCon So You Didn't Have To. She has this whole series called I Did It So You Didn't Have To, and it's my favorite series ever. Her intros make me laugh all the time, and she genuinely seems like she just wants to talk to people through this platform. So subscribe to her. That's all I can say. Now, the book that I'm recommending today is A Court of Thorns and Roses. And I'm just going to read the description because I don't want to butcher it. By the way, if you're wondering how to get any of these books, I am not sponsored by Audible, but you can go on Audible and just like go find somebody who is sponsored by Audible and get their like 10% off code or whatever, and then go on Audible and get these books on Audible. Also, if you have Overdrive and a library card, some of your libraries will do online rentals, so you can just go in and use your library card on that app and then get the book there. I personally use Scribd for most of it, and usually they have the audiobook, so I get through it, but Scribd is really good, especially if you're looking for like sheet music and stuff like that, but also if you're looking for books and like audio versions of those books, then yeah, Scribd is awesome. But A Court of Thorns and Roses, I'm gonna read the book description off of Goodreads so that I don't butcher it again. 1 second. So, Feyre's survival rests upon her ability to hunt and kill. The forest where she lives is a cold, bleak place in the long winter months. So when she spots a deer in the forest being pursued by a wolf, she cannot resist fighting it for the flesh. But to do so, she must kill the predator, and killing something so precious comes at a price. Dragged to a magical kingdom for the murder of a fairy, Feyre discovers that her captor, his face obscured by a jeweled mask, is hiding far more than his piercing green eyes would suggest. Feyre's presence at the court is closely guarded, and she begins to learn why. Her feelings for him turn from hostility to passion, and the fairy lands become an even more dangerous place. Feyre must fight to break an ancient curse, or she will lose him forever. So, that was also not a super detailed description, but like it was better than mine was going to be. But a brief summary of the book is that this chick Feyre is basically supporting her entire family, her dad and two sisters, and they are it's like a Cinderella story. They are completely awful to her. There's one girl that's like, oh, I kind of like you, but basically her dad and one of her sisters is just downright mean to her, and the other one just doesn't understand how she could be okay with being poor, even though they all are poor. So she's dealing with that, and then she goes into the woods and she kills this wolf, like the thing said, because it's going after a deer, and then she skins that thing because she's like, time to, you know, keep my family warm for a minute. So she skins it, and then it turns out that that was a fairy dude, and so she basically gets taken to, I think his name is Tamani's palace, sort of. It's like a cute little cabin in the middle of the woods. It's like a Southern Belle home, and she gets taken there and basically has free reign of the entire plot and just has to deal with everybody there hating her, which, like, of the punishments, is not the worst. And then her and Tamani, like, they just, I don't know, they've been around for a little while, and then you know how you bumble around for a few pages and then you fall in love with your captor. It's very Beauty and the Beast. It's like Cinderella meets Beauty and the Beast, and it's real cute. I highly suggest it. It's actually very similar to Beauty and the Beast now that I think about it. So parallels, but regardless of my terrible summary of it, so that I don't give a ton away, it is really, really good. I read it in like 2 days, and it would have been shorter had I not had to like work and go to school. But now that I don't have to do that, I read it in 2 days. It was a fantastic time, and I highly suggest it, because what else have you got to do? Get back into reading. And finally, last but not least, the album that I've been listening to all day since I started washing dishes and making dinner last night is Hot Pink by Doja Cat. Although Rihanna, now would be a fantastic time to release your album. I'm waiting for it. So Hot Pink by Doja Cat is real cute. It's got all of her songs, but my favorite one on there is Rules, because any person who can say, play with my, I don't know if I can say that word on here. My mom watches this. I like Doja Cat a lot. I really do. Because every single one of her songs is just like, please me, and maybe you'll get something out of it. And that is some big energy that I genuinely enjoy. Anyway, Doja Cat is amazing, and I genuinely enjoy her songs. Take it or leave it, Hot Pink is a banger. Highly recommend. Rules is great. She put Juicy on this album. Say So is amazing, and it has one of my favorite dancers, Jazz, who dances with Todrick Hall in it, when she like performs live. And so highly recommend that entire album, but specifically Rules, Juicy, and Say So. Once again, thank you so much for joining me today on staying sane without going social distancing without going stir crazy. Is that what we decided? I feel like eventually, day 3, 4, 5, I'll get better at these outros. But if you like that video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you want to tell me what else you do while you're quarantining, put that in the description. I'm always looking for book, song, YouTube, and Netflix recommendations, and recommendations for anything else. Nobody loves me enough to give me their Disney Plus password, so I really gotta stick to like Amazon Prime or Hulu or Netflix as of right now. But someday, someone will love me enough to buy me Disney Plus. And that person might be me, but I don't really have $7 a month or $69.99 right now. So if you wanna DM me, all of my handles are in the description. Your Disney Plus password, I am more than happy to use that. Finally, if you are new here, welcome. And as always, be kind to one another and have a great rest of your day. Bye. I got this cup from one of my friends, and I really like it because no matter how you drink it or what you drink in it, you look dramatic.